Welcome to the channel. This is the late 90s kid, and today we're going to be discussing the Tournament of Power 6 years later. Now, this is my first rewatch of the Tournament of Power all the way back in 2018, episode 131. In March was the last time I watched this, and that was watching one episode every week. And in this time, I finished the Tournament of Power in the space of 1 week. So, did it hold up? Was it better? Or was it much worse than the first viewing I had of the Tournament of Power? Is it the best arc in all of Dragon Ball? That's safe to say. I'm going to spoil it. It's not the best arc in all of Dragon Ball, but was it the best arc of Dragon Ball Super? I will have to say yes. But how does it hold up after 6 years? We're going to go from the recruitment stage all the way to the Tournament of Power, all the way to the very end of the arc, with Universe 7 defeating Universe 11 and making the wish to bring back every single universe that was erased. After the exhibition matches, Goku and Gohan search for the 10 strongest warriors in Universe 7 to defend their universe and help it from being erased. And it was quite obvious, obviously, I had Vegeta, Piccolo, Goku and his friends, and just recruit the remaining strongest warriors. We even saw Boo getting fit. Fat Boo was Skinny Boo once again and was actually quite powerful. But Boo, we know, was already a powerful warrior, but the other warriors, Krillin, Master Roshi, Gohan, 17 and 18, their level of power skyrocketed far beyond anything that is even imaginable. We saw Android 17, a person who was on the same level as a Super Saiyan in the Cell Saga, jumping all the way to Super Saiyan Blue level. Gohan also jumping all the way to Super Saiyan Blue level. Master Roshi jumping also all the way to one of the strongest warriors in the world, and the same thing with Krillin. TN, Piccolo, they remain the same. Even Android 18 got a decent jump. And as I said earlier, Majin Buu became Skinny Buu, but unfortunately after all of his training, he was extremely tired, so Goku had to recruit one more member, and he recruited the greatest rival, the Emperor of the Universe, Frieza, bringing him back one more time to defend his universe. And the top 10 strongest warriors were selected from Universe 7, and they would go on to the Tournament of Power. And when the Tournament of Power commenced, the 8 universes gathered their strongest 10 warriors, and it began. And the first universe eliminated was Universe 9, and then the Tournament of Power started to strike everybody as they saw the first universe being erased. Now, this was my first pet peeve, not the fact that Universe 9 was being erased, but after the fact, we literally saw every single universe in our face have an entire episode and maybe a bit more in completely pointless battles. And another thing I didn't like about this was the fact that there were so many pointless battles with our warriors not even going 1% of their power. Now, I do understand that you weren't able to kill the characters and warriors off, but they could have at least used 2% of their power just to knock them off in the ring and make this competition just amongst the very strongest that the mortals of all of these universes had to offer. They could have had Jiren versus Goku and a few other of the strongest warriors within the first minute, but instead decided to drag it out, which I really didn't understand at all. I mean, Jiren could have literally blown away everybody except for Goku, maybe Vegeta, obviously Turbo Dispo's on his team, and let's say who else, maybe Golden Frieza, Android 17, maybe Hit, Kefla could have survived, but the rest of them would have all been gone at the blink of an eye. Literally. The power of Jiren was far more than anybody ever expected. And there was just too much filler. We didn't have to see every single universe go out one by one. That really wasn't necessary, and the fact that every single universe came after Universe 7, even after seeing the tremendous power of Jiren, they still tried to go after Universe 7. And what happened after they eliminated Universe 7? Was Universe 11 not going to just knock them out anyways with the single most powerful warrior in all of existence, Jiren? So this was a quite strange to me. After the second time I watched it, I'm like, why are they just going after Universe 7? Shouldn't all the universes just get down together and take out Jiren, and then they'd all have a fair chance and then go after Universe 7? That made a bit more sense to me. But no, they all wanted to attack Universe 7 and take out Goku, the man who started the Tournament of Power, which really didn't matter because the universes were supposed to be destroyed anyway. So Goku actually did them a favor. But anyways, that thing I just did not understand. Now let's stay on the topic of everything I did not like. Master Roshi and his extreme power boost, I hated it. Just didn't make any sense. Master Roshi, one of the weaker warriors of our main warriors that we knew at the end of Dragon Ball, not the end of Dragon Ball Z, the end of Dragon Ball in the Tournament of Power, just became one of the strongest warriors in the 8 universes from out of nowhere, competing against the very best, almost on the same level as Super Saiyan Blue Goku. This made absolutely no sense. And let's get to the main antagonist of the arc, Jiren. Jiren was cool at the time when I originally watched this because he was just that damn good. He was just that damn powerful. But on the rewatching, I just realized Jiren was just powerful because he was so powerful. And when Jiren wasn't so powerful, he said, I'm going to be the most powerful, and eventually became the most powerful. And that was his whole stick. The fact that he was the most powerful. And I think Toppo would have actually been a better main antagonist, especially sacrificing his justice for his destructive power at the very end would have made this perfect. But Jiren was just the character there that was powerful, and I thought that was just unnecessary. And continuing with the Pride Troopers, the Universe 11 Pride Troopers were absolute garbage with the exception of Dispo, Jiren and Toppo, the big three. Their team was pretty much just as good as everybody else in the entire universe's complete and utter waste of time. And let's go on to the Universe of Love, Universe 2. Why? Rebirth, get off my TV. Yes, it was good for about one episode, but the continuation of Rebirth shoved down my face. It wasn't as good as the first time I watched. Obviously, I had a week break between every episode. We all had a week break after every episode. But watching it continuously, I was like, come on, man. Can't this episode just end already? Universe 3, I actually did like. This is not a dislike at all. Universe 3 was solid. I liked the robot universe, especially when they all merged together to create Aniraza. That was top class. And now let's just go to Universe 4. Universe 4 was just completely dumb. The universe of Catella, the small mouse, they had Invisible Man, Invisible Warriors, and the small insect. Nobody could even sense a small insect that nobody even knew existed, that they thought was an invisible man. And the fact I don't understand why the small little bug just didn't mind his own business and hide between a rock, literally, until the end of the 48 minutes was about to expire, and just have the final warriors or final team just panic, attacking every random you know what, would have been much more smarter than making himself known and vulnerable and being eliminated. That just made no sense. And then we're going to go on to another universe that matters, Universe 6, Universe of Sales, the Mirror Universe 2, Universe 7. Saiyan Warriors did well. This was good stuff. Carbo was obviously eliminated. Frost was eliminated. The same people from the Universe 6 arc. This was solid. And we even saw Heath versus Jiren, which was quite good. Heath put on a great performance against Jiren, but obviously against full power Jiren, Heath would have had no chance. But that battle was still solid, and obviously we saw the fusion of Kale and Khalifa fusing, creating Kefla. That was good. And if I had to be honest, after watching the full Tournament of Power, I think if you skip all the way, let's say you start from the Tournament of Power in Universe 9 being eliminated, you can literally watch everything else in the space of 2 minutes and skip all the way to episode 109, the battle between Jiren and Goku, and witness 110, Autonomous Alter Instinct versus Jiren. And from there you can watch the entire Tournament of Power. Yes, there are still going to be a bit few filler episodes, but it's better than watching the entire thing in one sitting, because it really feels like a drag and really feels unnecessary when that weekly hype isn't behind it. A few things feel like drags. And obviously the Tournament of Power had many great moments, like obviously Kefla versus Goku in his Autonomous Alter Instinct form with the greatest Kamehameha of all time. I think if you watch the battle between Kefla and Goku, watch that finish, and then watch all the way up to Aniraza's episode, all the way to the end. You really aren't missing anything between Goku and Killed battle and Aniraza. The rest of that stuff is just pointless filler, which I think is completely necessary, and you don't really need to watch it at all. And then obviously you have the Universe 11 Big 3 versus the rest of Universe 7. This was absolutely spectacular and felt like a big grand show down. And obviously we had Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, which was solid. And let's not forget, Android 17 was the MVP of the entire arc. Say what you want. Android 17, when I watched this tournament the first time, I thought, man, this guy's really putting in a good shift at work, and he actually put on a better shift than I remembered. Obviously we know Gohan, he eliminated Dispo, that was good, but Gohan really didn't get that much shine, as he was just there as a captain. And after eliminating Dispo, I think he could have had a bit more to do, but Toriyama decided to go with Android 17 instead. But I can't blame him. Toriyama really built a future Hall of Famer in Android 17. And then let's get to the main battle, Goku versus Jiren. After watching this the second time, it really didn't have that much oomph as I remember watching it the first time. Obviously we have episode 109 and 110. The first time Goku gets autonomous Ultra Instinct sign. Obviously this was incredible, especially the memes and all the videos where T.O.P was trying to blast Goku away and Goku just walks with that stop class. But Bastard Ultra Instinct versus Jiren was good. But one thing that bugged me the most about their battle was the fact of the rehashed moves again and again and again, as we'd see them fighting, going from shot 1, shot 2, shot 3, shot 4, shot 5, taking a cut to the audience, and then once again starting shot 1, shot 2, shot 3, shot 4, and shot 5 again and again and again and again and again. And there was no originality in the moves and punches and kicks that they were giving, and it felt the same with every single battle between two warriors through the entire arc. I feel like it was the same punches and kicks, just with different characters and maybe a different technique. Instead of a ball, they used a key beam, a key blast. So it really wasn't that good in terms of action, but in terms of the feeling, it was top class. And obviously the ending, Goku and Frieza eliminating Jiren, with Android 17 staying at the very end, winning the Tournament of Power for Universe 7, was great. So all in all, after watching the Tournament of Power after 6 years, does it hold up? Yes, it does. All the hype and everything that you can imagine is still there. But after watching it again, there's a lot of filler that doesn't have to be there. I think you can literally select about 17 episodes out of the 55 and you will be just fine and get even more enjoyment, because it's going to be every single thing that you want to witness. So if you watch it like that, this arc is good. If you don't, it's a solid 6 out of 10, because the filler really pulls you away from all the intense moments. More videos will be coming about the Tournament of Power arc, like Ultra Instinct versus Jiren's Extreme Power, T.O.P versus Jiren, Android 17 is MVP, the meaning and power boosts in the Tournament of Power. So if you're gonna like that, please like, share, comment and subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Thank you.